So, some of you might remember I did a few videos on Robocop versus Terminator, but I never full-on reviewed the game. I think I did it back when I used to only make gameplay videos with no commentary. I played both versions of this game, and I thought it was awesome, but obviously you didn't hear my thoughts because I didn't do commentary videos at the time. Then, I've talked about it a few times in live streams, but I've never directly did a video on it. So today, it's finally time for us to take a look at Robocop versus Terminator. Not only the Sega Genesis version, but the even more impressive Sega Master System version as well. Join me. Hey Slayers, I'm the world's coolest Sega enthusiast, Sega Slayer 64, and welcome to Robocop versus the Terminator. Now, this game is absolutely awesome, and I've done a video on this in the past, but it wasn't actually it wasn't a real video. It was just, if you remember, for those of you over the originals, you remember I used to only do gameplay videos, and I didn't actually have commentary in my videos. So I played this game at one point, and discovered, actually, no, I had heard about it years before I actually did that video, but I never actually played it until I did that video. And since then, it has become one of my all-time favorite games. I mean, just look at the graphics. This is the Sega Genesis version. We have two versions to talk about today. Both the Sega Genesis and the Sega Master System. With, to me, the Sega Master System being a little bit more impressive. Only for certain reasons. But, I mean, as you can see, this game is a run and gun game, obviously, where you play as Robocop, and your objective is to get to the end, you know what I'm saying, get to the goal, fight the boss, which is usually a Terminator, kill the Terminator, and go to the next level. Simple, right? Simple as that. And it's extremely gory. Like, there is a lot of blood in this game, and there's a lot of blood in, you know what I'm saying, and it looks freaking awesome, you know what I'm saying? The carnage in this game is just absolutely awesome. It looks so cool, and it looks so good. And one of the things I really like about this game is the characters are super big, okay? There's nice big characters, because, you know, some games have smaller characters, and, you know, I always loved it, my characters to be super big. Now, this game also had a Super Nintendo release, but as with most Super Nintendo ports, I hear it suffers from slowdown. And by the way, you start out with a standard pistol, but you actually have multiple weapons you can choose from you can't choose from. You kind of have to find them throughout the game, but you also keep your standard machine gun pistol, whatever you want to call it. I'll call it a machine gun pistol. But this one is particularly my favorite. It's like a lock-on type missile gun, and it works really well. You also have infinite ammo, so you don't have to worry about ammo or anything like that. Your goal really is to just get to the end of the stage, kill the Terminator, and call it a day. You know what I'm saying? That's all. There's your objective. And here's the first one, and he's not hard at all. He's extremely easy. In fact, most of these guys are extremely easy. You can kind of just spam them. They have pretty predictable patterns, if you know what I'm saying. You kill him, and that was it. Now, if it was on a harder difficulty, he would have came back as a Terminator, but it's on I have it on a, you know, so I don't completely just get wrecked throughout this actual gameplay. I have it on a slightly easier difficulty. But, I mean, man, the game is just, the music is actually really good here. It is, now, see, the Genesis does these type of games well, you know what I'm saying? The games with the more, like, hardline type of rock music, gritty metal type music, the Genesis does these type of games well. As you can hear, just a little sample of the soundtrack. See, yeah, personally, I believe the Genesis does this soundtrack good. Like, oh my god, dude, some of these later songs are particularly good, you know what I'm saying? Also, sometimes there's hostages throughout stages. I'm guessing they're supposed to be dressed like Robocop or something, but you gotta save them, you know what I'm saying? And there's guys in the window and stuff like that, and when you kill them, there's little blood spats in the window, you know what I'm saying? But there are some hostage stages, but I mean, they're not really too hard. Really, the game here isn't too difficult. Difficult, man. I really didn't want the shotgun. I wanted my machine gun. I still have it. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. But the difficulty here isn't really too hard. I mean, you're playing a freaking Robocop. You really just expect to dominate. You know what I'm saying? Also, you do have a life bar, and you start out with 4 lives. Now, I don't think I can't remember because it's actually been a little bit since I actually played this. I don't think there's deaths infinite continues, but I can't be sure. Maybe there's no continues at all. I think I remember continues, but I can't remember if there's infinite or not. I don't like the shotgun personally, you know what I'm saying? All enemies here are one hit for the most part. There might have been a couple here that aren't one hit, and I actually lost my gun that I was using. Okay. This one here isn't too bad either. I don't mind this one, you know what I'm saying? This one is more like a bomb one. All your guns have rapid fire. Oh no, okay, this is the one that switches directions based on when you flick your analog stick, or well, I'll say flip your analog stick, but what I actually mean is, and you can control the directions the bullets go in, which is actually pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? So if you quickly just, let's say you need to turn around real fast, you can also make the bullets go up, down. It's a very cool gun. I actually really like this one, but I prefer this one just a bit more. But you can, I mean, the gameplay here is actually really good. Like the graphics, I love the nighttime city in the background, but this is just really the first stage, you know what I'm saying? The other stages are really just as good as this, but I really like the dark theme. Like I said, the graphics here are just stunning for Sega Genesis. You know what I'm saying? Big characters. The character also, when you die, you lose the gun you were using at the time, which, you know, really sucks for me because now I don't have that gun and I really wanted to keep using that gun. Oh no, don't lose the health. But I mean, really, like I said, it's not too hard. I only really die. You don't die too often. You know, I usually die maybe once a level at most. Another one of those guys, but he wasn't the boss this time. He was just there. You know what I'm saying? There's guys in the sewer, guys in the window that you really have to look out for, and there's a Terminator. Here's one of the Terminators. Now I'll use this gun because it doesn't do as much damage, but I'll just use it just because I'm using it, you know what I'm saying? And you can see he has different stages, so the more you damage him, the more he'll lose his skin and actually start to become more of a Terminator. And when he actually does become full-on, like, robotic, that's it. See, you think you kill him the first time, but then he gets right back up and he gets harder as it goes on. You know, no really big deal, you know what I'm saying? Just spam him and it'll be easy to kill him, you know what I'm saying? You think he's dead again, but nope. One more phase, you know what I'm saying? And this last phase is the hardest. Also, they're usually stupid in the fact that they won't crouch, but he's not dumb. You can usually, if you have enough lives, I find it just easier to tank through these enemies than actually. Hold on, Robocop talks here, doesn't he? Robocop health bonus. By the way, yes, there are pretty good vocals in this. And as you can see, the second stage here, but really, because we're already, how long are we into this video? 7 minutes. That's really it for Robocop vs. Terminator on Genesis. It's very fun, you know what I'm saying? The graphics are very nice, you know what I'm saying? With great gameplay, great run and gun gameplay. It's very fast paced, the Genesis version, and the music is really good. The backgrounds look great, but I don't know if a lot of people care about backgrounds. I care about backgrounds. I think they look great, you know what I'm saying? Why won't he die? Why can't I kill that guy? Whatever. The backgrounds look great, and the gameplay isn't too hard. While it can be challenging, but there's also difficulty levels. So if you really can't handle it, you can. They don't throw too many enemies at you on the easier difficulty. On the medium difficulties is where it gets a little bit harder. But if you can handle it, you know what I'm saying, you'll have a blast, and it really is a fun little title to play. That being said, I'll be back in a second with the more impressive Master System version. Now, here we are with the Master System version. We're back here, and yeah, we're back. And this one was developed by the same people who developed, obviously, Virgin Games, you know what I'm saying? The same people who developed the actual Genesis version. This version actually has cutscenes, surprisingly. Even the actual Genesis version didn't have cutscenes. Prime objective. Now, here we go. As you can see, the Master System version retains the same sound, looks the part, you know what I'm saying? Still actually holds the gore, and the characters, while being scaled down, obviously, the graphics still look pretty on par, you know what I'm saying? The music still matches up. You can tell what it is, you know what I'm saying? You actually do get a bit of a smaller life bar, and you don't have as much things on the HUD as you did before. I also think the weapon changes are gone. Also, another weird thing, I find this just weird. It is kind of harder to climb the ladder in this version, but still, it still compares with the Genesis version extremely well, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually surprised they actually kept the blood, because you know, in a lot of these old 8-bit conversions of these 16-bit games, stuff like the blood and things just wouldn't be possible on these 8-bit consoles, so they usually get rid of it. But no, they didn't get rid of it this time. I want that so bad. I'm actually gonna go get that. But oh well, I can't get back up there. But still, they didn't get rid of the blood or anything, so it still looks the part. You know what I'm saying? Of the Master System, of the Genesis version, and it still looks the part very nice for me, and I love that. You know what I'm saying? Because usually these 8-bit versions usually could be, they're kind of hit or miss. They could be like abysmal, or they could be absolutely awesome. You know what I'm saying? And this one actually, I mean, another thing you do see here a lot more of though is a repeat of enemies. I mean, you see that in the Genesis version too, but they really use the same guys. I mean, they still have the sniper guys here. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're still here. Now the levels, they do look a bit different, but for the most part, they retain their original feel. Like, you can still tell this is the same level from Genesis. Also, another another hard thing is when you trying to get on these things, because they're like smaller. Another thing is you can't tell which guns you have, and you also can't switch your guns. Also, yeah, by the way, if you want to see your score and stuff, pause the game. As you see, I have 6 lives, and I can see my score and high score. But you can't switch guns. At least, can you actually switch guns? No, you can't switch guns. Yeah, I knew it. So whatever gun you have is the gun you're stuck with. You know what I'm saying? And which kind of sucks. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You can't switch guns. Oh, I don't know what happened. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's another thing. This actually has loading times, by the way. So when a boss is gonna appear, which is kind of unfair, because when the boss is going to appear, the game will just freeze on you, go black screen, right? It'll go to a black screen, and you won't even know you're fighting a boss, and they can just get cheap shots on you, which can be a bit annoying. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, not too annoying. You see the same music from the first one. Hold on. In fact, I actually kind of enjoy the Master System renditions of the songs a little bit better. But like for the most part, I mean, you gotta give them credit here. This is basically on par with the Genesis version. The exact same story, the exact same gameplay, the exact same levels. Because you know sometimes the blood splatter in the window is actually gone. It's actually replaced by guns being thrown out of the window. Their gun dropping out of the window for whatever reason. But I mean, like, for the most part, you gotta give them credit here, right? They retained most of the original aspects of it. You know what I'm saying? Still looks the part, still feels the part, still sounds the part. You know what I'm saying? Only thing you're losing out on is the ability to switch your guns. And that might just be a me thing, you know what I'm saying? Other people you might still actually be able to switch your guns, and I'm just dumb and I don't know how to do it. But for the most part, like I said, it's still on par. The bosses are exactly the same. The story's the exact same. Did he actually hit me? Your health bar to me seems smaller, but you know it might still be exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? Then you might just lose health a lot, like less in this version. Also, I don't think you can change difficulties. If I'm correct, you can't. Which is, you know, it's kind of stupid, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, can I get you actually? I actually want to get up there. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. There we go. Because you have to climb this one. Also, I just love the way Robocop climbs. Like, his legs don't move at all, but his body moves, and it's actually kind of funny because he's a robot. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? Robocop. I mean, you might be still part human. You can still see his chin. You know what I'm saying? So. No, he's a robot. Okay, but still, I still like. Also, just love this idea as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Just to put 2 Arnold movies together and just have them fight each other. It just sounds awesome. You know what I'm saying? Just the idea of it sounds awesome. But I mean, honestly, the map. You ever realize 8-bit consoles do like space backgrounds the best? You know what I'm saying? They're so good at doing space backgrounds for whatever reason. No matter what you're on, whether you be a Game Gear, Game Boy, Master System, Genesis, NES, they all do PC Engine even. You know, they all do Space background's the easiest because I guess it's the easiest thing to do. Anybody can do a space background. It's just some random dots with black. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing. Anyone can do that. But still, to be honest, like I said, also this game actually does suffer from a little bit of slowdown, as you can see here. There are some parts where the game slows down. Also, did you ever notice you could see the hostages better in this version? They lose their like Robocop features, which is because in the Genesis version, some of them are dressed like Robocop, obviously, but in this version, nah, you don't get that. You know what I'm saying? But still, like I said, the game still retains its overall feel, which is good because a lot of these 8-bit ports don't really do so, and I'm happy this game does continue to do so. And we're actually almost here at the boss. I'm actually gonna see if we can make it here. We're almost here. But like I said, I don't really know what else to say about it. It's a good port, okay? It plays right, it sounds right, it looks the part. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that really matters. Oh, hey, you're supposed to get up here. Yeah. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. Let's just hope we can make it. The music, actually, like I said, I kind of like some of these Master System songs a little bit better, but that's just me personally. Oh, there's a life. And there's the Terminator. One of the Terminators, I should say. Also, yeah, he dies a lot easier in this version. You can just eradicate him quickly. Like, I don't know why they just make him easier in this version, and he actually doesn't need to load. Most of the other bosses actually load. And also, another thing, some of the stages, as you can see, compared to the Genesis version of the stage, and we'll actually show it off real fast. As you can see, the Genesis version, the Master System version. The colors are different, and they actually lose the background because the Master System can't handle it. But you can still tell this is the exact same stage, and for that, I praise them. That really being said, I'll be back in a second with prices. Yeah, we haven't done that in a while now, have we? I'll be back in a second. As you can see, we're here with the Genesis version first, and a loose copy is going to run you around $35.50 and receives around 2 sales per week. A complete copy is going to run you around $63.47 and receives around 2 sales per week. And a new copy is just a whopping $184 and receives around 2 sales per year, which is kind of outrageous. A manual is going to run you around $14 and a box $12.86. And for a loose copy, EA's got you covered with the $27.95, which is cheaper than what it actually says it should be, and with a complete copy, $63.99, which is pretty much on par with what they said, just 99 instead of 47, which isn't really no problem, and no one has a new copy. That being said, as you can see, this was a 1994 and May 19th 1994 release, which is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hold on, I'll be back with the Master System version. By the way, I think I should have mentioned that this is actually a PAL release and didn't come out in the United States because, it really had no reason to. Who had a Master System over here, really? You know what I'm saying? But it came out in, obviously in Europe, and a loose copy is around $13.73 and receives around 1 sale per week. A new copy is going to run you, a complete copy, is going to run you around $24.07 and receives around 1 sale per week. And a new copy is going to run you around $47.10 and receives around 1 sale per year, which is actually a lot cheaper than the Genesis one, which is kind of weird usually. Manual's $5.89, a box $9.42, and no one has any available, but that's what they say. But as I always say, check your old pal eBay, you already know. And it says no release date on this one, but I'm going to assume it's probably the exact same day if I'm really just being honest. You know what I'm saying? I'm really just going to assume it's the exact same day, but you never really know. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it can be I'm going to assume it's the same day as the PAL release of the Genesis version, but you never really know. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it can be a couple days off. Sometimes it can be the exact same day. You never really know. That being said, if you're new here, if you could subscribe, that'd be really awesome. We're trying to reach 200 subscribers, and we're legitimately 3 subscribers away. Make sure to so you have a chance to become, the 200 subscriber, and that's a cool title to hold because I'm the world's coolest Sega enthusiast, and I say it is. Make sure to share this video with your friends to become a Super Slayer. I've been the world's coolest Sega enthusiast, Sega Slayer 64, and until next time, have a good one, Slayers.